Okay everyone, I wanted to do a little intro video. Wanted to explain this morning's hunt. It's November 3rd, last day of the Pre Rut, according to what the professionals say here in northeastern Ohio. I shot some video of the ground blind footage this morning explaining what happened. Saw two doe and rattled in a buck with a call sequence. Didn't get that on film, but also the footage of the ground blind was pretty dark, so I wanted to do a little intro video, let you guys know what transpired there. Went in before dark, obviously, got set up in the ground blind, moved that ground blind a little bit to a better location down by the by a creek bottom and a ridge, nice ridge line, a lot of rubs, a lot of scrapes. Got a mock scrape up there. It's pretty active. So with all that said, that was pretty much about it. A lot of wind, so I just wanted to do a little intro video here explaining that, and also to apologize for the dark footage. I'm going to have to do something with some lighting if I'm going to record that early in the ground blind. So, and as you know, I don't want this recording video footage to take away from my hunting, so a lot of trickery going on there. So also too, in the end of this video, there's a nice lengthy section that I shot. I drove down to another section of the sacred grounds that's owned by another person, and which I won't mention for privacy reasons, obviously. And also too, the video will explain something that's very important to me, almost as important, if not more important, than the actual hunting itself. I know there's a lot of anti-hunters out there nowadays with social media and the way things are. It seems like everything's anti-anti. So it explains my passion for wildlife, preserving wildlife, and nature and the woods and the browse and foliage and their living room, if you will. Conservation is very important, and that's one thing it's being lost with, I believe, with a lot of the current generation of hunters. So sit back, enjoy, hit the like, subscribe, notifications button if you would, and stay with us. The rut starts tomorrow according to my calendar, plus or minus a day. Tomorrow's November the 4th. We got some snow coming in, a wonderful cold front, so in my book, November 6th, 7th, and 8th, I'm looking at a calendar there, apologize, 6th, 7th, and 8th is the three best days to be in the woods all year. So, you know, deer hunting and in the rut, you know, a lot of people say archery season is such a long season, you know, in northeastern Ohio. Yes, it is. I don't know, close to 4 months. But it's basically, it's not a race, it's a marathon. Those last 2 weeks of October, and mainly those first 2 weeks of November. Sweet November is here. So peace and love from Endless Horizons. Welcome back, Endless Horizons fans. I'm being very quiet. As you can see, we're in the ground blind. I moved the ground blind to a new location. Last time I hunted, we was a little out of the timber toward the ag fields, but being that the rut kicked off, I'm currently down below a pine thicket facing a ridge top with a creek bottom. Got back here before daylight, of course, and my first sequence of rattles and calls, I rattled in a buck. He came cruising down off the ridge top. I'm not going to talk long. I couldn't actually see the antlers, so I can't confirm 100% that it was a buck, but I know mature buck behavior, and he started circling. That's where I saw him. That's where I rattled. That's a ridge top. You can't see it, but it comes down. There's a creek bottom. Then he took off, started cruising. So my guess is he's probably trying to come downwind. I mean, we have a westerly wind, pretty much facing the front of this blind, a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to turn this off, and hopefully we can come back with some better footage. Peace and love from Endless Horizons. The rut is on, baby. Well, everyone, we're headed back to the truck. It was a successful hunt. Saw 2 doe, rattled in 1 buck. After I rattled him in, called him a few soft grunts, he disappeared. I thought he was I was in a ground blind. As you can see, I got my crossbow, micro mini pimp. And as you know from my other videos, the only time I use the crossbow is when I'm in my ground blind, because I'm kind of a tall dude. But anyhow, yeah, I don't know where that big boy went after I rattled and grunted him in. He come down off that ridge. He was cruising. He was on cruise control. I thought he was going up around the pines, coming on the backside, trying to come downwind of me, which wouldn't have done him very well, because I was hidden in that ground blind pretty well. So I didn't call after that for quite a while. So maybe that was the issue. Could have been my fault. Oh, here's the location where I had my ground blind last hunt I was here. Look at that beautiful fields, beautiful woods, beautiful. Just a glorious day to be out and enjoying nature. A good hunt is when I can get out and come home safe. I don't care if I get anything. 51 years old, been doing this since 1983 when I was about 13. Enjoy every bit of it. Had a bit of a hiatus when I was working for a living. Boy, that working for a living till working for the man sure takes away a lot of your time. So now that I'm retired, I don't have to do that anymore. Oh yeah, listen to that wind. Weatherman said west wind, southwest 5 to 10. They've been northwest all day long, up to 30 mile an hour. Getting ready to take a man to Mars, but we still can't get the weather right. But anyhow, that's not my job. So thanks for hanging out with me. Gonna get in the old pickup vehicle, drive around some other areas of the sacred ground, see what a guy can find. So again, like and subscribe. Sorry these videos seem a little redundant, but that self-filming ain't what everybody thinks it is. And again, like I said, I don't want it to take away from my joys of hunting, so I just use a little action camera, and that's about it. So, love it or leave it, baby. Peace and love from Endless Horizons. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some damn comment, people. Ain't heard a word from nobody. Peace. Alright, back to the truck, everyone. I thought I'd take a couple minutes drive and check a northern section of the sacred grounds. It's an 88-acre parcel. So anyhow, some sad news. The owner of this 88 acres that owns the sacred grounds chose to let the Amish basically clear cut it. Looks like a tornado went through here. It's very sad. I won't get into the politics of the Amish, their ways, what they don't do to the woods, their devastation, their lack of respect, knowledge, lawful hunting, and so on. Just take a look at this. Probably, I couldn't tell you how many 100-year-old oak trees are gone. Just watch as we drive past. Now there is some good news to this. Next season, as this forest tries to replenish itself, which really would take about a century to be what it once was. Anyhow, this will make some really good deer cover and some browse for the next few years or so as this forest comes back to life. You can see them back there. Look at them. Look at the flooding they've caused. That used to be all dry, beautiful land. You know, you just can't continue to take from nature. Eventually, it'll all be gone, and there'll be nothing left for her to give to you back. So let this be a reminder to you. Take care of the land that you have, your neighboring lands. That is part of hunting, is conservation. So look here on the other side of the road. Now this side here is not the sacred grounds, but that was clear cut. Don't quote me on this, but I'm going to say a decade ago. I may be wrong on that. I'd have to get some clarification. But well, you can't really see it now. We drove past it. And the ag fields. Look at the ag fields. There's just nothing left for the animals. And the Amish are just, I mean, they need places to live and everything like the rest of us, and I get all that. Look at their solar panels. I can't afford a solar panel like that. But anyhow, I'm not hating on the Amish or anybody. I'm not about hate. I'm just stating the facts. You know, I'm very fortunate to live in Southington, Ohio, and as a lifelong conservationist and protector of wildlife, I was always raised and taught to what you take from nature, you give back. You cut a tree, you plant a tree. Well, you just saw the people that are back there gutting that land. They don't care anything about conservation, wildlife, or putting back. I'm 51 years old, lived in Trumbull County my entire life. I've never seen them put back. And if we continue at this rate, there's going to be nothing left. Pretty soon, Southington's going to be tarmac like the rest of the cities. It'll be a suburbs. And I never thought I'd live to see it, but it's here now. So, I don't like to film and drive. I don't know if there's a law against that, is it? Texting and driving's one thing. But I'll let you see this four-way stop or two-way stop. And then we're going to sign out. Peace and love from Endless Horizons.